Sorry. Too tall. Does that sound okay? No. Yeah, I'm huge. I grew a foot. Okay. I guess I have to thank President Tepper, right? Would that be the respectful thing to do? Okay. Thank you so much for that wonderful introduction, President Tepper. Good morning, faculty and staff, families and friends, and most importantly, the class of 2026. When I was busy procrastinating on my thesis, I came across a quote that said, "I haven't felt like myself lately, I must be growing." At first I laughed. That sounded like a very polite way of describing my thesis. After all, when we first arrived at Hamilton, we were presented with the motto of, "Know thyself." Great to my parents and all, implying that by senior year, I'd have it all figured out. We often think if we study hard enough, join enough clubs, and do all the right things, whatever that means, everything will finally click into place one day. We treat knowing yourself like a finish line, an endpoint we strive to reach. And Hamilton students don't exactly sit for very long. We sprint from clubs to practice to late night meetings in Sadov. We stack commitments like it's a competitive sport. And somewhere in all of that, our identities can start to blur. Almost like the busier we are, the more we must be becoming ourselves. And to be clear, that energy is incredible. It's what makes this place and these people so special. But it can also make it easy to confuse being full with being defined. When I came to Hamilton, I thought I knew who I was and what I wanted. Basketball was something that had defined me for the longest part of my life, so when I made the team, I had thought I had found exactly who I was supposed to be. But then, senior year, I made the decision to close that chapter. At first, it felt like a loss, like I was letting go of something that had been a big part of me. But what I found on the other side surprised me. Without it, I had room. Room to connect with people I never would have met, to try things I never would have tried, and to discover sides of myself that I had never seen before. Letting go of that identity didn't shrink me, it expanded me. That's when I started to think of growth a little bit differently. Instead of outgrowing, I like to think of it as overflowing. Overflowing means you've become too big for the container that you used to fit into. It means your life is so full of new experiences, new perspectives, new versions of yourself, that the old shape just can't hold anymore. So somewhere between our orientation trips, declaring majors, having a few too many drinks at pub, and writing theses, we outgrew old hobbies, old habits, and even old versions of ourselves. And that can feel scary. It can feel like losing something. But being here on the Hill has taught me that belonging does not mean staying the same. It doesn't mean forcing yourself to fit into a space that was designed for a past version of you. But rather, real belonging means recognizing when you have changed and having the courage to change with it. So if you don't feel like the person you were when you arrived here 4 years ago, that's exactly the point. Because growing doesn't always feel like growth. Sometimes it feels like making it to a 4 p.m. on a Friday, or the relief of a Saturday pub night with your friends, or getting that email that classes are canceled for a snow day, or 2 if you're lucky. And that's the strange thing about identity. Know thyself, we say, like it's some fixed point, something we were supposed to find and hold on to. But what I've learned is that we did not come to Hamilton to find out who we are. We came here to learn how to evolve. So, class of 2026, as we leave the Hill, don't look for a life where you fit perfectly, exactly as you are now. Look for a life that gives you the room to keep growing, the room to keep overflowing. Embrace the fact that you don't feel like your old self. It means you are making space for the person you are becoming. Hamilton taught us to know ourselves, and we have. But knowing yourself was never meant to be the finish line. It was always just the beginning. There is still so much overflowing to do, new containers to outgrow, and new doors to walk through. And I can confidently say that these past 4 years at Hamilton have taught me that the person you're becoming is someone you're going to want to know. So congratulations, class of 2026. I feel incredibly lucky and honored to have grown alongside you.
Thank you, Dean Munemo, for your introduction. When I first arrived on campus, I didn't bring much. I had a good amount of clothes, some instant ramen, and absolutely nothing on my walls. I have the current residents of my suite to thank for having a more updated sense of interior design, but at the very least, I had the common sense to do some shopping for school supplies. I went to the campus bookstore and realized I didn't have any pens or pencils, and being a nervous freshman, I went in and essentially blacked out, leaving with a box of 500 pens. Being my parents' son, I had to go back and make sure I had in fact found the best deal. As my first year went on, I was intentionally careless with these pens as I thought there was no way I was going to use them all. If I couldn't find the pen I was using earlier, I wouldn't bother to look for it and just go grab another. I would lend pens to classmates and not bother to collect them. I'm still waiting on that pen, Christiana. These pens moved with me from Glenview for my first year, to Co-op my sophomore year, and eventually to Saunders my junior year. My junior fall, I started to realize that I was running low on pens. And imagine how stupid I felt being so loose with them the past couple years. I began to conserve the pens, using them sparingly. Buying more pens before the end of college was certainly not an option, so quickly my value of the pens had changed. At the beginning of my senior year, I began to unpack the boxes I left in storage during my time spent abroad. In every single box, I found these pens. Suddenly, I felt as though I would certainly have enough to make it through the end of the year, but I had learned my lesson. Each pen was vital. So at this point, you're likely thinking, this guy is weirdly obsessed with pens. Pen guy over here, who decided that he should speak? These pens were how I experienced the individual days of the past 4 years here at Hamilton College. My first year felt like I had all the time in the world. I couldn't wait for the next day to come when times were good and when they were less so. Come my junior fall, I began to feel like graduation was knocking at my door. I couldn't believe where the time had gone. And then this past year began, and I realized I had more time than I thought. But rather than intentionally losing track of the days and the pens, I began to hold onto them tight before letting each one go for the next. So the other day, I reached into the box and pulled out the last pen, which I have here now. So over the course of these 4 years, what did I learn? What changed so that I began to savor each day? Of course, it is the very first thing I was ever told on campus: be here now. Be here now. Be here now is the mantra of every student's introduction to Hamilton. We were asked for 1 week to forego society and step into the wilderness. Being from Brooklyn, this was not a familiar nor exciting idea. But I was lucky, I was able to be here now, and I was fortunate to meet my best friend. But just like comfort on these orientation trips, being present, both physically and mentally, is a privilege. So to be explicit, I want to take an extra moment to celebrate students of color, low-income students, queer students, and those who moved to Clinton, New York, and did everything they could to be here now. I want to take a moment for anyone who has family who couldn't make it here today because of ICE and the Trump administration's policy, those of us who are doing our best to be here now. And finally, for all of us whose parents, grandparents, and great-grandparents made sacrifices so that we could be here now. And I want to take a quick second to thank the people who allowed me to be here now. Dr. Kabul E. Mansour, the DMC and its fellows and organizations. Without all of you, I certainly would not be here now. Marjorie Hurley, Emily Gerard, and everyone else at the Wellen Museum, the Sociology and Philosophy departments, Travis Hill, Lisa Grimes, the members of Millbank 36, and most importantly, my parents and brother sitting here in front of me. Thank you all. So here it is, the last pen from my box. It represents 4 years of academic work, the most incredible communities, and trying to know myself. And much like me today, it is 1 out of 500. This has become a special pen. It certainly has gotten more airtime than any other writing utensil I've ever seen, unless Anna decides to talk about a highlighter for 6 minutes. This pen marks not only the last day of my 4 years here at Hamilton College, but also all the pens and memories I have lost along the way. But I'm going to throw this pen into the crowd right now. I'm trusting that if I do, the Hamilton College class of 2026 will hold onto it tight, remember today, and strive each day to be here now. Hopefully farther, I think. Yeah. Oh, thank you, and it's okay, I can grab it, don't worry about it.
I'm really grateful for the ramp. Hello? Okay. Thank you, President Tepper, for that introduction. Good morning, faculty and staff, families and friends, and most importantly, the class of 2026. When I was busy procrastinating on my thesis, I came across a quote that said, "I haven't felt like myself lately. I must be growing." At first, I laughed. That sounded like a very polite way of describing an identity crisis. And after all, when we arrived at Hamilton, we were presented with the motto of, "Know thyself." This sounded great to my parents and all, implying that by senior year, I'd have it all figured out. And I don't. But we often think if we study hard enough, join enough clubs, and do all the right things, whatever that means, everything will finally click into place one day. We treat yourself like a finish line. Wait, sorry, that didn't make any sense. We treat knowing yourself like a finish line, an endpoint we strive to reach. And Hamilton students don't exactly sit for very long. We sprint from clubs to practice to late night meetings in Sadov. We stack commitments like it's a competitive sport. And somewhere in all of that, our identities can start to blur. Almost like the busier we are, the more we must be becoming ourselves. And to be clear, that energy is incredible. It's what makes this place and these people here so special. But it can also make it easy to confuse being full with being defined. When I came to Hamilton, I thought I knew who I was and what I wanted. Basketball was something that had defined me for the longest part of my life, so when I made the team, I thought I had found exactly who I was supposed to be. But then, senior year, I made the decision to close that chapter. At first, it felt like a loss, like I was letting go of something that had been a big part of me. But what I found on the other side surprised me. Without it, I had room. Room to connect with people I never would have met, to try things I never would have tried, and to discover sides of myself that I had never seen before. Letting go of that identity didn't shrink me, it expanded me. That's when I started to think of growth a little bit differently. Instead of outgrowing, I like to think of it as overflowing. Overflowing means you have become too big for the container you used to fit into. It means your life is so full of these new experiences, these new perspectives, new versions of yourselves, that the old shape just can't hold anymore. So somewhere between our orientation trips, declaring majors, having a few too many drinks at pub, and writing theses, we outgrew our old hobbies, old habits, and even old versions of ourselves. And that can feel scary. It can feel like losing something. But being here on the Hill has taught me that belonging doesn't mean staying the same. It doesn't mean forcing yourself to fit into spaces that was designed for a past version of you. But rather, real belonging means recognizing when you have changed and having the courage to change with it. So if you don't feel like the person when you arrived here 4 years ago, that's exactly the point. Because growing doesn't always feel like growth. Wait. Yes, sorry. I'm going to try that again. So if you don't feel like the person you were when you arrived here 4 years ago, that's exactly the point. Because growing doesn't always feel like growth. Sometimes it feels like making it to 4 p.m. on a Friday, or the relief of a Saturday pub night with your friends, or getting that email that classes are canceled for a snow day, or 2 in a row if you're lucky. And that's the strange thing about identity. Know thyself, we say. Like it's some fixed point, something we are supposed to find and hold on to. But what I've learned is that we did not come to Hamilton to find out who we are. We came here to learn how to evolve. So, class of 2026, as we leave the Hill, don't look for a life where you fit perfectly, exactly as you are now. Look for a life that gives you the room to keep growing, the room to keep overflowing. Embrace the fact that you don't feel like your old self. It means you are making space for the person you are becoming. Hamilton taught us to know ourselves, and we have. But knowing yourself was never meant to be the finish line. It was always just the beginning. There is still so much overflowing to do, new containers to outgrow, and new doors to walk through. And I can confidently say that these past 4 years at Hamilton have taught me that the person you're becoming is someone you're going to want to know. So congratulations, class of 2026. I feel incredibly lucky and honored to have grown alongside you.
So it'll be like, if they're doing this side, it'll be the student walking around with the president. Yeah, the president doing that, and then they're speaking from that podium while this side's going.
So can that podium
Not during that.
somebody
So you have a camera shot.
ask for? Yes, it should, like, if they break it up, half the time they go this way, and the other half they walk this way. They break it up in the middle. And they do have the students who walk this way and switch it half, and the other half walk that way.
So it's like when they're on this side of the stage, president's here, accepting stuff from someone over here, handing diplomas as they walk across. All the actions right here.
So they're walking this way, they come here, they grab this. So if I'm You're saying it's too high. If I'm shooting the student coming this way to shake their hand, their hot light is on the right. This is like 2.5 stops. And if you try to,
More coming this way.
yeah, you can come from the front.
So would we be able to, for the diploma parts, angle that light instead of
Those right
being
now are right now. Those can't come over here. Those are just concentrated backward.
Yeah. Could we, for when they do the diplomas, that I think that would do it. If we just had that come over a little bit like this. Because they don't need this lit while they're speaking here. So it'd be like a preset for that to come over and do this one, and then the opposite on that side is to have that one come over and do a little bit on that side.
You know, we should do a drone, right? Follow them across the stage.
Until it lands.
Just like the football games.
Oh, you got the fun game, huh?
Right.
So,
So this mimics the other side mimics.
Yeah. So it'd be the exact same thing, just opposite. So you'd be standing here,
here, person's
student walks
walking this
across,
way.
accepts the stuff here, like this. So we just need that one pivot a little bit more this way.
Yes, that's totally doable.
Could we test it so that you can see
I
like?
can go out there right now. We're gonna stand.
Yep.
The steamer did nothing. We sat there for like 15 minutes steaming one flag and it didn't do anything to the Israeli flag. We moved along, we got it all. But now we got an iron trying to put it on low and not damage the flag. So. Some days when I'm thinking I'm a carpenter and I'm ironing flags, but
So you can't see the speaker.
Mike, Kenny was saying that Marion or somebody used to iron them for him or something before in the past. I don't know.
Forrest could just
Yeah.
come on site.
He'll be down here. He was saying something about it. This was probably years past. Yeah. But we know now though. we'll try. Hopefully it works.
We're just gonna have the outside lights during, like on this side, because they're speaking from that podium when they're doing
Yeah,
diplomas here, right?
They're sending them across, yes.
Yeah. So
they
they
switch
talk
halfway.
there. So when they come over here, that one will pivot off this podium, like this
Like
side,
the person started
and
being hot.
opposite over there.
Equal.
But this will, so it'll be,
Like he's doing it now. So
Yeah, there we go.
so these two people will be equally lit. Not
A little bit more this way.
but will it remain like that the whole ceremony or just?
No, they're gonna move it when the procession.
Right here.
A little bit more that way.
Yeah, he's on.
Oh, I was thinking he was up there.
just a touch towards me. Good.
That's okay. Yeah,
Right there looks good. And then
yeah.
dimmer on that one.
No, that's good. Maybe not good.
Yeah, because I got there.
Yeah, it's really hard. But there's nothing you can do about it. Either one or the other. They just speak it really.
Okay, that's good for that side.
Give you an ironing board. I talked to OSHA about that.
Yeah, this is kind of unplanned.
Right there.
Can we go down just a touch? Perfect.
It's okay if it's a little bit dark on this. I'd rather have that.
All right, I think we're good. Just save those and we'll do those during the diplomas. Bobby?
That's it? That's the only change? These new boys have a better color temperature.
Well, it's really just like getting a little bit of light coming through that way up here versus back and forth versus.
Holy shit, that's bright.
I wonder if they could tone that down a little bit. I don't think that needs to be that bright. And it's hard to see.
Want to talk to them?
Oh no, let him talk to him.
Graham, it's just a podium
She's
special.
she's
Will you want to
blinding.
turn down a little bit?
Yeah, I think that compared to the background it's really bright. And
Can we do the center podium special down just a little bit? Percentage.
Man, that's
plus
brutal.
yeah, it would be easier on the speaker too.
It's like the sun.
I thought there was a cat here.
Is there a cat hair on it?
Downstage center to Ravens. Wing them down.
Why is something nagging at me that I'm supposed to be worrying about?
How's that?
It's the same. The intensity, not the height, right? Okay.
Could be a little bolt. Take a bolt down.
Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah. She's coming down to you guys. Oh, I should get away from the microphone. She's coming to you. I'm just getting away from the mic because it's hot. And I'm not completely blinded anymore either. Luckily, there's not that many people here, so. Say something profound. Something profound. I don't want to talk. I don't know what to say. No. 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 Nope. Nope. What is your purpose? What's your purpose? You. No. He's not even in the office. He's got a marathon this weekend. Stop it. I'm gonna move soon. I'm leaving. Are you happy? What about the side podiums? They're mic'd. Oh, they're announcing, they're saying the students' names on either side, I believe. Okay. Can I come down?
wants our aid.
want me to turn your steamer off? No, I'll be right back. Okay. I'm gonna check over here quick.
Okay.
that I would be the center of attention. There's too much going on up here for me. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, so let's leave it at the podium.
All those cloud things ended up on the commencement calendar anyway.
No, that's not the commencement calendar. That's the daily events calendar.
No, like when I went
Oh,
searched
what?
Hamilton.
Really?
Yeah, like because it's all online, right?
Yeah, but was it just the Hamilton Community Calendar, or was it the actual one on the commencement page?
That's a good question.
Because they would be on the daily, like they're on the daily
Yeah,
events
yeah, yeah.
email, and that also feeds the community calendar. So Hamilton Community,
Okay.
if it says at the top,
I
it
thought
would
I
be on
googled the
there.
commencement one, but
You may have to also, like, the way the calendars are is a little bit weird. So when you click on a calendar page, it may default to the community, and then you might have to click down
Okay.
and choose commencement. I'm not
Okay.
exactly sure
All
how
right.
it is. I can pull out my laptop right now and look.
no, I like it's not. I didn't write an email.
Sure.
Yeah, I just like you're human standing here, and I was like, I mean, I think.
Okay. I mean, I know I removed the commencement
so it must have
designation
just been
from them,
something
so either the calendar didn't update, which I can fix,
I mean,
or
I think it's fine. I mean, there's just gonna be like one faculty member that's mad about it, but it'll be fine. And I do also have. Oh, hello. So nice to finally meet you in person. Yes. Great. Wonderful. Thank you for all of your help this year. I really appreciate it. Yes. Well, that is true. That is true, and I just really appreciate your help. Sometimes it's hard to navigate things, especially if there's been a bumpy time with paint, all of those things. So I'm learning, I'm tripping over furniture, but I just really appreciate the help. Let there be light, and there was light.
Switch. Switch.
So it's left side.
Left side looking at. Yep. Someday I'll get it right. I don't know if I need this. All right. Colleen, are you guys done or do you want to Lori, Liz, Danelle, can we have the aisle? I know, it's a scary thing. All right. So you will be a little closer. Okay. So you're going to be sort of centered. You'll be centered. Okay. Sar will be playing our prelude, right? We will give him the signal to start. I will give you the signal to start. You will come in and you'll lead the students in and get the students into their seats. You're here. Oh, you're here. You snuck in. Claire, can you remind me how many students are in each row? 24? So the two of you will go up around the first row and you'll load them in on the sides. Okay, so through the sides, you'll count out 23 for the first row, leaving a seat for yourself, and then 24 for the rest of the rows. Save your seat.
Your seats will have your names on them as a reminder that
And do you put it on the inside or the outside?
where do they sit? Where they sit on the inside,
I
right?
think they sit on the, so you'll be the first seat, the first chair, not the wooden chair.
Not the wooden one.
Right, okay? So, you can go ahead and pretend you're doing that. Stan and Rich, you can go ahead and put those, you can put those up. Okay, the students have been loaded. You ready? Yeah. Okay, go. Lori?
I'm coming up.
No, stay. I need you to play the role of Marion back here.
Oh, okay. I know her role.
Go sit in her spot, and then I need you to read here through wherever it says. Actually, we just need to make sure that Fran is
And
Okay, so I'll do an invitation.
yes, so you should, you're the last one coming in, so don't go to go to center here, and then your ringing bowl is there.
Beautiful. Okay. All right. All right. Maybe I'll leave it here until the end. Till I
And
actually bring it.
if Colleen hasn't said this already, everybody, you all remain standing. And if, Brielle, you notice that people have sat down, invite them to stand again.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And Brielle, I wonder if,
Yeah.
actually, when you get here, you might want to just preset it here, because I feel like it'll be
Great.
awkward to be like,
I agree.
Can I jump in there for 1 second before you start speaking? I'm
Please.
just going to do, just real quick for everyone that's speaking, little microphone etiquette reminder. If you're speaking and you need to refer to someone behind you, if I was to say, and thank you, President Tepper, I don't want to turn my head and say that. I want to turn my shoulders and try to keep the microphone between my mouth and where I'm looking the whole time. It feels a little bit awkward, but it actually looks very natural on camera when you do that. So just keep it in mind. We don't want to lose your voice. I'm going to jump over on the cameras and I'll get you there.
Great.
And Lisa, oh, sorry. Lisa, do you want us to do a full run through of the words or no? We're just
To just say as much as like gets you comfortable with being at the microphone. So if you want to read through your whole thing, go ahead.
Okay.
Or you can just do the first few sentences.
and then when you ring, you'll ring to close it and
Yeah.
then put it back under.
Amazing. Okay. Please rise as you are able for the land acknowledgement. With humility and pride, Hamilton College acknowledges its campus sits on the ancestral homelands of the Oneida Indian Nation. And then I'll just skip to the end. Through sharing our community and educational resources, we are committed to building a sustainable partnership with the Oneida Indian Nation and the Haudenosaunee peoples. We embrace that our past and future are forever tied to the Oneida people. Please remain standing and join me in a moment of centering silence and prayer. Do you think it's loud enough? Should I hold it? Yes. Better? Too loud?
Is that reverb or is that the sound of the bowl?
That's the bell.
The whole, okay.
And then you'll do it to
Yep.
close.
Sounds good? Okay.
Do you want her to go in front to sit
Doesn't
down or
matter.
back? Doesn't matter. Okay. Great. Good afternoon, class of 2026. Good afternoon, beloved family and friends. Blah, 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 blah. And so, let us be together in a spirit of solidarity and love one last time before graduation. May it be so.
Who is telling everybody to be seated?
I will.
Okay.
Yes. So, may it be so. You may be seated. Everyone is seated. Are you doing stage directions for them?
You can do it.
Okay, so, I can't do it. So, like we talked about before, hopefully, and as it's written in here, the first three, after I'm done, everyone is seated. The first three speakers will stand up, bam, 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 and you will wait. So, Arshdeep, you will be first, and you are at that one. And then you can flip. So in the second three, you might just have to flip to your space. So I will try to leave it on yours and yours, and yours. But for the second iteration, you'll just have to flip the central script, okay? And so you'll stand at the podium, wait for all three to be done. And so Jared, you're last, right? And so after you're done, then all three of you take a seat. And then the second round after the choir, then you all three or all four stand up and go to your respective podiums. You wait until the last one is finished, and then you all sit together. Any questions? Okay. So
Can you seat us all again?
Yes. May it be so. You may be seated. Yes. Yep. Oh, actually, I'll do that too. So if I forget to do this, you just do it. Got it.
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ ਸੇ ਪਿਆਰੇ ਮੇਲ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਮਿਲਿਆ ਤੇਰਾ ਨਾਮ ਚਿਤਿਆਵੇ ਨਾਨਕ ਨਾਮ ਚੜ੍ਹਦੀ ਕਲਾ ਤੇਰੇ ਭਾਣੇ ਸਰਬੱਤਾ ਭਲਾ. These words come from the closing of Ardas, a central Sikh prayer. It is a collective request to God, a shared moment where community comes together in reflection, gratitude, and hope. It is recited at the beginning and end of events, before starting something new, after completing something meaningful, and during times of joy, uncertainty, or hardship. It is often spoken standing together with folded hands, reminding us that we're never alone in what we face or in what we hope for. These closing lines translate to a wish. May we be united with those who inspire us to remember the divine. Through that remembrance, may we remain in Chardikla, a spirit of resilience and optimism, and may we live in acceptance of the divine will, working toward Sarbatapala, the welfare of all. As we stand at this moment of graduation, these lines feel especially meaningful. Over the past few years, we've encountered people who've shaped us in ways we may not fully realize yet. In Sikhi, the idea behind Se Pyare Mel is not just about companionship, but about being surrounded by those people who elevate us, who guide us toward becoming something more thoughtful, compassionate, and grounded individuals. As we leave this place, my hope is that we continue to seek out and become this people for others. The concept of Chardikla teaches us to remain in high spirits, even in the face of uncertainty or challenge. Graduation is often seen as a moment of celebration, but it is also a moment of transition, one that can bring fear, doubt, and unpredictability. Chardikla reminds us that optimism is not about ignoring difficulty, but about moving forward courage and faith despite it. Finally, Sarbat Tapla calls us to think beyond ourselves. As we step into the next chapter of our lives, we carry not only our ambitions, but also responsibility to contribute to a world that is more just, more compassionate, and more inclusive. Success in this sense is not only personal, but collective. So as we move forward, may we stay connected to those that bring out the best in us, may we face the unknown with resilience and hope, and may we strive, in whatever paths we take, to uplift not just ourselves, but everyone around us. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
I have a question. Should I say like a reading from the book of Genesis, or do I just like jump right in? I was thinking I should probably say that.
So it's already in the script, so
don't. That's totally fine. I just was wondering.
It is in the program. If
Okay.
you're worried about whether or not you need to do an intro.
Yeah.
I don't think it's necessary.
Yeah, I guess I'm just thinking of in math.
So it's, I think it's okay if you just say a reading from the book of Genesis. I think,
I wasn't gonna say the numbers, yeah.
great.
Is that okay to do? Okay, awesome. Okay. A reading from the book of Genesis. God said to Noah and to his sons with him, "See, I am now establishing my covenant with you and your descendants after you, and with every living creature that was with you, the birds, the tame animals, and all the wild animals that were with you, all that came out of the ark. I will establish my covenant with you, that never again shall all creatures be destroyed by the waters of a flood. There shall not be another flood to devastate the earth." God said, "This is the sign of the covenant that I am making between me and you and every living creature with you for all ages to come. I set my bow in the clouds to serve as a sign of the covenant between me and the earth."
This scripture describes the end of the story of Noah's Ark, a well-known tale about God's great promise to never flood the earth again. In these verses, the Lord shows Noah and his family a rainbow as a symbol of this promise. As we finished up our theses and completed our major requirements, we all felt like Noah must have while he was trapped in the dark ark, engulfed in the storm. Some of us may still feel afraid as we head towards graduation, especially if we aren't sure what awaits us on the other side. When you're in that chaos, it's incredibly difficult to trust in ourselves, to trust in God, and to know that it will all work out. But even though he was terrified, Noah had faith in God that after the rain stopped and the waters receded, there would be an earth to which to go back. Here in this scripture, God is starting the world anew. By flooding the world, he created a clean slate, a new chapter, just as we are going to upon our graduation. Right now, we're coming out of the flood, and with the faith of Noah, we are confident that as we emerge this commencement weekend, we'll see the sign of the covenant, a gorgeous rainbow. So have hope, be optimistic. In the wake of all our hard work, we will be rewarded. Thank you.
A reading from Parsha Lech Lecha in the book of Genesis. God said to Abram, "Go from your land, from your birthplace, and from your father's house to the land that I will show you. I will make you into a great nation. I will bless you. I will make your name great, and you'll become a source of blessing." In Parsha Lech Lecha, God instructs Abraham, the forefather of the Jewish people, to leave the comforts of his homeland and venture into an unknown land. In turn, with that instruction, God also promises Abraham success and the ability to become a great nation. Abraham must confront the instructions with courage, belief, and commitment. All of us here today sit at a similar crux to the one that Abraham faced. Like Abraham, we are about to leave our land and journey to places we may not know. We, like Abraham, will face unknown challenges, but with the possibility of great success. Unlike us, Abraham did not attend Hamilton College. Unlike Abraham, we do not have the express backing of God. So God's promise or Hamilton College education, I don't know which one I'd take. Throughout all of our time here at Hamilton, we've faced challenges, social and academic, with unknown outcomes. Whether that be how to graph supply and demand in a perfectly competitive market, or how we decide who we want to spend time socializing with. Hamilton has equipped us with the tools to attack new problems. We've learned how to think critically and creatively, act responsibly and ethically, and look out for one another. We all have the ability to explore new, uncertain lands. As we leave Hamilton and enter the professional world, there's the promise of opportunity and further growth. We each have the opportunity to go out and make a great nation, both for ourselves and for others. I hope that each one of us can go forth and make our lives a source of blessing.
Great. Everyone takes a seat. Perfect. The choir will go on.
Charlotte, this is when you shine. You shine. All right, the choir will take their seats. And I think as that's happening, the next group takes to the podiums.
Great. So as they start moving to their seats, you start moving. So don't wait for them to sit. As soon as they start moving to their seats, you move to yours. And you will have to turn a little bit your pages. Yeah. And as soon as everyone is set, whoever's starting. Oh, yeah.
Yes. A reading of Surah Ash-Shahr from the Holy Quran. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alam nashrah laka sadrak wa wada'alna anka wizrak allazi anqada zahrak wa rafa'na laka zikrak fa inna ma'al usri yusra inna ma'al usri yusra fa iza farta farsab wa ila rabbika farghab. Surah Ash-Shahr, the relief, was revealed to the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, by Allah as a way to remind him of the importance of perseverance within times of hardship and struggle. This is key in lines 5 and 6. فَإِنَّ مَعَ الْعُسْرِ يُسْرًا إِنَّ مَعَ الْعُسْرِ يُسْرًا. Surely with hardship comes ease. Surely with that hardship then comes more ease. This is a necessary message, one that serves as a testament to the times we find ourselves in now as we head into the world. There is this uncertainty that comes with graduating and what life will hold for us after Hamilton. There is the change that comes with no longer being students and being set forth into the real world. There is worry, fear, and grief interwoven, and in it there is also hope, joy, and perseverance that carries us nevertheless. Ease here is not what you earn through hardship, but rather what carries you forward in its midst. It is the laughter shared with friends after a hard day. It is the encouragement you receive to keep moving forward even when you don't want to. It is what treasured friendships and relationships have given us during our 4 years here at Hamilton, and it is what will keep us moving forward. So surely with this hardship will come ease, and surely with that hardship comes more ease.
This excerpt from Shunryu Suzuki's book, Zen Mind, Beginner's Mind, speaks to the intellectual curiosity and epistemic humility that we cultivate at Hamilton. We must have beginner's mind, free from possessing anything, a mind that knows everything is in flowing change. Nothing exists but momentarily in its present form and color. One thing flows into another and cannot be grasped. Before the rain stops, we hear a bird. Even under the heavy snow, we see snowdrops and some new growth. If your mind is empty, it is always ready for anything. It is open to everything. In the beginner's mind, there are many possibilities. In the expert's mind, there are few.
As we close this chapter in our lives, we must remember that although we have accumulated so much knowledge, there's still so much to learn and experience. We must keep an open mind about what there is to come. Some of us have the next couple of years planned out, some of us don't. That's okay because we are on different paths. We're moving towards different goals. Take the image of a labyrinth. When considering it, you go in one end, get to the middle, then come right back out. This is how life is, but we forget about the twists and turns. We go one place, then turn around. We feel that we're making so much progress, but then we have to go back to where we've started. You get so close to the center, and then somehow you find yourself back on the edges. It feels like nothing is going right, but when you take a second to stop and look around, maybe you can see the new growth under the heavy snow. You've come so far, and it's worth continuing. You will reach the center. You will get where you need to be.
So, after walking out of this place and moving forward, whenever you can, take a moment to slow down, take a breath, and touch the reality of the present. Each time you are able to come back to your breath, you cultivate an awareness. You water the seeds of intentionality, and you harvest the possibilities.
Rejoice in the Lord always. I will say it again, rejoice. Let your gentleness be evident to all. The Lord is near. Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God. And the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. Finally, brothers and sisters, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about such things. Philippians 4, verses 4 to 8. As the end of 4 wonderful years comes to a close, I can't help but wonder what comes next. The class of 2026 can attest that we have heard this question, what are you doing after graduation, more times than we can count now. And while it may seem repetitive to hear sometimes, there is a constant dwelling on what's next for us. What's next for our careers, our interests, and our faiths. Today, I stand here not entirely sure of the answer to this question. However, I find peace in knowing that God has brought me through 4 years of trials, self-discovery, and some very serious winters on the hill. Bearing witness to the changes in seasons, the transition to warm weather, and the power of education at Hamilton, I come to the realization that my worries for the future are not as big in the grand scheme of things. Closing this chapter of our lives, I realize that gratitude for experiences, past and present, helped me stay grounded in thanksgiving for my Christian community and the valuable lessons they've taught me on campus. Lessons about prayer, support, and discipline. Reflecting on this passage, it is clear that with God, despite uncertainty, I can rejoice. When I fix my thoughts on that which is true, noble, right, pure, lovely, or admirable, I can focus on the present while maintaining gratitude for the past. By looking towards God, I remain steadfast in my capacity to help others and improve my understanding of the world and how I will place myself within it. So, as I leave Hamilton, I leave not with a spirit of uncertainty, a spirit of anxiety, but a spirit of certainty that what I have accomplished thus far is sufficient, and so that which will come next will also be sufficient.
Clap, 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 clap. You may go to your seats.
And then Colleen, you're up there. Charlotte's over there. Charlotte shines. The choir sits. Stephen takes the podium.
You might have to flip to get to your remarks.
Can't get it. Where am I going to take it to? I'm standing at the podium. Good afternoon. Welcome to our parents and our families, our graduates, faculty, and staff, to our neighbors and our friends, and most of all, to the Hamilton College class of 2026. We'll have more to say when Miriam receives her honorary degree tomorrow morning, but in the meantime, please join me in welcoming Hamilton's 2026 baccalaureate speaker, Miriam Benakaram.
Woo! Clap, 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 clap. Lori will be playing the part of Miriam for the purposes of testing the video.
Coming out of COVID, I had another idea. What if we knew our neighbors? An invitation. We'll bring the table and chairs, you bring friends and food.
Keep going.
Keep going?
Yep.
We set a very long table down West 21st Street in Chelsea, New York, the block where we live. We canvassed the neighborhood. We didn't know if it would work, but we left no stone unturned. The first year, 500 people showed up. 4 years later, over 2,000. Keep going.
Graham, we good? Okay, that's great. Lori, thank you. Miriam wraps up. Clap, 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 clap. Charlotte shines. And that's the last musical piece. They take their seats.
The time has come.
You may need to invite
yes.
people to stand.
Will you please rise as you are able? The time has come to leave this place. Blah, 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 blah. Go in peace, go in love, go in courage. In the name of all that is sacred and holy. Amen.
And then, so then, I don't want you to move yet, though, because we're going to do a speed round. I want to do it one more time.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay? But when it ends, the one piper will stand here. When you hear the piper, Colleen, you're going to lead this group off that ramp. Stephen, you're going to lead your group down that ramp. You'll meet in the center, and you'll follow the piper out. And then once they're gone, you will just march out, and the students will follow you. Okay? So, you have a question?
I think there might be applause, and so I think my answer would be there might be applause, and so you just intuitively, if it's really loud, don't start talking.
Correct.
But you're first, so you can just, as soon as everyone seems set, you may go, and then everyone else just flow with the vibe of it. If it's the applause is sort of petering off, you can wait for it to sort of, because you won't be announced in between. We're not announcing, to Jared's question, we're not announcing everyone in between. We just want, they'll have it in the program, they'll have it on the live stream, your names will be underneath you on the live stream, and so we just want it to flow. And sometimes the announcement, like, sometimes makes it silent. Did that answer your question? I think we're going to do a speed round. Do you want us to process again, or you want us to just sit?
Let's pretend that you all just processed in and you're still standing. Okay, so procession, procession, procession. And yes, that's right, Brielle, you went straight. I don't want you to read your whole thing unless you feel like you need to. Just do a line or two. Or the last line would be very helpful. Charlotte's going to write it down so she knows when the choir stands.
And we can also send you the script. There's a full script. Yeah, I'll send it to you.
Okay.
Please rise as you are able for the land acknowledgement. Final line. Please remain standing and join me in a moment of centering silence and prayer.
Please be seated. Good afternoon. Blah, 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 blah. And so let us be together in a spirit of solidarity and love one last time before graduation. May it be so.
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ ਸੇ ਪਿਆਰੇ ਮੇਲ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਮਿਲਿਆ ਤੇਰਾ ਨਾਮ ਚਿਤੇ ਆਵੇ ਨਾਨਕ ਨਾਮ ਚੜ੍ਹਦੀ ਕਲਾ ਤੇਰੇ ਭਾਣੇ ਸਰਬੱਤਾ ਭਲਾ. Skipping over. So as we move forward, may we stay connected to those who bring out the best in us. May we face the unknown with resilience and hope, and may we strive in whatever paths we take to uplift not just ourselves, but everyone around us. ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ.
A reading from the book of Genesis. God said to Noah and to his sons with him, I set my bow in the clouds to serve as a sign of the covenant between me and the earth.
This scripture describes the end of the story of Noah's Ark, a well-known tale about God's great promise to never flood the earth again. So have hope, be optimistic. In the wake of all our hard work, we will be rewarded.
A reading from Parsha Lech Lecha from the book of Genesis. God said to Abram, go from your land, from your birthplace, and from your father's house, to the land that I will show you. I hope that each one of us can go forth and make our lives a source of blessing.
The choir sings "This Is the Day." The choir takes their seats.
A reading of Surah As-Shahr from the Holy Quran. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alam nasrah laka sadrak wa wada'alna anka wizrak allazi alqada zahra wa rafa'na laka zihra. So surely with hardship comes ease. Surely with that hardship comes more ease.
This excerpt,
Shyla speaks.
and then each time we're able to come back to our breath. We cultivate an awareness, water the seeds of intentionality, and harvest the possibilities.
So as I leave Hamilton, I leave not with a spirit of anxiety, but a spirit of certainty that what I have accomplished thus far is sufficient, and so that which will come next will also be sufficient.
Choir sings again. The choir takes their seats.
Welcome, family, friends, class of 2026. It's now my pleasure to introduce our 2026 baccalaureate speaker, Miriam Banakaram.
Coming out of COVID, I had another idea. What if we knew our neighbors? An invitation. We'll bring the table and chairs, you bring friends and food.
And then the video starts as she's talking. There we go. 1 minute, and you can wrap it up.
We sit a very long table down West 21st Street in Chelsea, New York, the block where we live.
There you go. Yay! The choir will sing for a final time. The choir will take their seats.
As you are able, please rise. The time has come to leave this place. Blah, 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 blah. Go in peace, go in love, go in courage. In the name of all that is sacred and holy. Amen.
All right, and then you can just walk right off. And Stephen, as soon as you see Colleen start walking, you go, yep.
And then is it Iman Jared?
It doesn't, the order coming out doesn't matter.
Probably because the keynote will be behind.
Yep.
Okay, great. Great.
I will play the part of the piper. You can go a little faster. It's not a... Right there. Yep. It's the biggest. All right. And then we're just going to walk out. And then Marshall Wang and Marshall Williams will fall in with the students. And we're done. Nice work. Now, Lori Beaton, can I borrow you? Yeah, it was. You were right.
said we can leave the bell.
Yep.
But then I'm going to take these and I will bring them back tomorrow.
Perfect.
All right, everybody, we're going to get this party started. I would like everybody to come stand behind me. Come back here so we can practice marching. Our student speakers can take a seat in the regular chairs. All right, if you are looking at your procession diagram, this is left, this is right. No, you're with Morgan.
I just follow her.
Right, that's true, that's true. All right, so we have Marshall Thixton. Stand here. Dean of Students Card. And then we have Ashley and Bonique. And we have Jeff and Andrew. You gotta go way, way back. Way, way back. All right, and then we have all the students. And then we have Mark Cryer, left side, D, and then we have the faculty. And then we've got Naomi. You're right here, in the middle. You're gonna sit on the right. I wrote that down this year. I was proud of myself.
Our faculty marshals, are there chairs on the outer edges or the inside?
I think on the inside, because you'll process out, you'll just come out. Yep. All right. Left side, for the folks who are here, we're gonna have senior staff, and then Sally, Fiona, Amy, Ano. Right? Got it? And then on this side, we'll have, because you're here, where's Miriam? Miriam, you can practice if you want to process. We'll have Miriam, Nathan, I'm forgetting. Rebecca, Rob, Nicole, and Wei. Got it? We're good? Yep. Yep. Okay. Yep. And then playing the role of Tara McKee will be Liz. Liz is playing the role of Tara, so you're in the middle. Okay? And then we'll have Stephen Tepper. Stephen Durfee is here, ladies and gentlemen. Stephen, do you want to come back here and you can march in? And then Liz, you can march in too. Liz Keogh. Sorry, you're on this side. I'm sorry, Stephen, you're going to be right there. I get my left and my right. And then Liz, you're going to be behind Stephen. And then on this side, we'll have Bob Delaney. Ngoni, you'll be right here. And then there'll be two people behind you. Okay, so the pipes start piping. And we're off. You're going to wait. You're going to wait. You're going to wait until I give you the signal, because they take a long, 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 long time. Students. That's it. Okay? And Margie does walk slow.
We're going to meet outside.
You're going to meet outside. You're probably lying. In the Emerson lobby. Okay. Okay, are our student marshals done loading in students, or are you still working on it? You're good? Okay, so once they're pretty much in, then the faculty will go. And you're going around the outside.
Okay.
You load them from the outside, leave from the inside. Your first seat will be labeled.
Yes. Do they come in the empty row behind after they load people in and then walk?
Okay, faculty are loading. Now we'll have the VIPs, and you will sit in the front row of Hamilton chairs, and your seats will be labeled. Okay? It's very fancy. Well, your last name. Okay? And then you will almost immediately follow them. So you'll follow Liz, and then Liz, you're going to go up the right. Stephen, you follow, or the left, I'm sorry. Right? Yep. And then Ngoni, you go up the right. And when you get up there, your seat has your name on it. Okay? Your seat has your name.
Excellent. So well done.
Everybody stay standing. Okay? Yep, and you go up the right and she goes up the left. That's the right. It's okay, I'm struggling with that today too. Okay, Margie, I need you up here. Okay, so they've taken their seats. Chris is going around his side. You're going the wrong way. You're going up here. Well, you're going this way this time. We'll talk about it after. Just take your seat. Well, Margie doesn't take a seat. She takes the podium. All right, for those of you following along, we're on page 4.
This assembly, try again. This assembly will come to order. Please remain standing while I lead, if you are able, while I read the land acknowledgement. I read it. It's now my honor to introduce the 21st president of Hamilton College. Did I get that right? Yeah. Okay, Stephen Tepper.
Woo, 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 woo. Everybody can take their seats now.
Welcome, family, friends, graduates. Today is a big day, only one in a number of milestones in your lives. And now I'd like to invite our vice chair of the board, Bob Delaney, up to give remarks.
Bob will come to the podium and give an introduction and take his seat.
Good morning, welcome. I introduced John Reese. So Pomerol, read the citation.
Everybody's applauding. Yay! Graham, I'm just going to let you know, he will be coming from the right audience side.
Lisa, will there be something here for me to hand to John or no? Question.
That's usually a president's office. Is there going to be a wrapped gift or a wrapped box at the podium? Yes, the morning of commencement, they will be here.
I will read nice things about you again, and then I will sit down and you will take it.
Woo! Yay! Clap, 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 clap.
Thank you, Dean Munemo, for your introduction. When I first arrived on campus, I didn't bring much. I'm trusting that if I do, the Hamilton College class of 2026 will hold on to it tight, remember today, and strive each day to be here now. Thank you.
I announce the winners of our valedictorian and salutatorian, and then sit down.
Yes, yes. I am. You don't even need me today. This is great.
Now I'd like to introduce our indomitable Anna Knapp.
He's going to be saying things about you as you're walking. It won't. It will not be this awkward.
It probably will be. But I'm so grateful for the ramp situation. Because if I trip, it won't be nice. Thank you, President Tepper, for that introduction. Good morning, faculty and staff, families and friends, and most importantly, the class of 2026. And then, congratulations, class of 2026. I feel incredibly lucky and honored to have grown alongside you.
Clap, 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 clap. All right. So this is where there's lots of moving parts here. So Stephen will take the center podium. Can we walk through the full script with this? Do we have a full script? Nope. One copy.
It's okay, I've got it memorized.
Do you? Amazing.
I've got it memorized.
We don't need to read the full citations. I just want to get the cadence right.
Okay.
So you're going to call on, I believe, Edwige, yes? First?
Yeah, okay. We are honored today by the presence of two individuals with amazing careers built on creativity, originality, the ability to recognize opportunity. The first is a civic innovator, and the second, a culinary innovator. I call upon Edwige Jean Francois, alumni trustee, to present our first candidate for an honorary degree.
Okay, and then Edwige will take this podium. She will, now, and do we ask our baccalaureate speaker to stand during this? No, she's in, oh. Okay, we'll talk about that after. Okay.
So she should ask her to come forward.
Yep.
And here?
Yes.
So I call upon Edwige, and then
We should let Edwige, can you make a note of this, Lori? I'm saying this out loud. Can we make a note that when Edwige takes the podium, Miriam stands, yep, and you guys should pay attention because you're going to do the same thing on this side.
But I give you a shove anyway.
Yep. Okay, so you're playing the role of Miriam. Excellent. Okay, so you read the citation.
I read lovely things, yes?
Yep, you do. And then, Margie, what happens next?
So then, Tara will come to you and give you the diploma, and I will put the hood on, and then she'll come over and shake your hand, and you'll give her the diploma.
Okay, and then everybody takes their seats. And now we're going to do all of that on this side.
Okay. I call upon Liz Fox-Keogh, alumni trustee, to present our second candidate for an honorary degree.
So you'll take the podium, and Stephen, you'll stand on this mark.
Say, creativity takes many forms, among them painting, literature, dance, music, and perhaps most relevant to our everyday lives, food. And then I will conclude with, this morning, to demonstrate our pride in your accomplishments, we present you with this honorary degree.
Excellent. And then a hood will be placed over your head. Woo!
Oh.
And then lots and lots of clapping. And then while the clapping is happening, Charlotte and her beautiful choir are taking to the choir shell for a musical interlude, which will wrap up. And when they are done and taking their seats, and did I skip stuff?
We skipped the,
Oh, I skipped like the whole, I skipped your whole speech, Stephen.
It wasn't much anyway.
I skipped your whole speech. Delivers remarks. So while you're going to take your diploma and then just go to the podium. Can we do that part again? Just practice the shaking and the diplomaing. 'Cause that's the whole reason you're here. Whoops. There you go. Yep, and then you'll just swap spots. Oh, there's still another introduction?
So Stephen Murphy goes back to her seat.
Oh.
Stephen Tepper stays at the podium and does a short introduction for Stephen.
Oh, okay. Okay, so you can sit while this is happening.
Okay. Well, I confer, the other thing we forgot is that when do I say on the authority of the Board of Trustees, I confer on you the Doctor of Humane Letters?
That's before you hand him the diploma.
Okay, so before the hooding or after the hooding?
Before the hooding. Then they hood him.
Okay. All right. So then, so this is my introduction to the speaker. All of us have had the experience of coming together to share a meal, whether with family or friends, in a fancy restaurant or around the dining room table. We mark celebrations, milestones, and important occasions with meals. Let's be honest. Why should we? Do we have to be honest?
We should.
Okay. The main course is often the focus. Who among us doesn't at least peek at the dessert menu while we're ordering our entree? So please join me in welcoming Hamilton College's 2026 commencement speaker, Stephen Durfee.
Good morning. Thank you so much. La 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 la. Yes, chef.
Yes, chef. Thank you. And now Charlotte takes the choir to sing. All right, and when they are done, Ngoni comes to the center podium.
I present the class of 26 to the president. I give my celebration police remarks about when to clap in the process as seriously as I can. I give instruction on when to rise and come forward while Chris Card and the readers get ready. Correct?
Correct.
I think you should do it exactly like that.
Yep. Okay, this is a change from our meeting. Okay? So, right. But the students are on this side, right? The A through K. So Jeff and Andrew are first. So you're going to get your people up, and when that happens, you take the stage. You're going right up this side. They're following you. All of you go up at the same time. There's 3 extra chairs in the back for you to sit in. One of them is at the podium. And then Chris, you're coming over to this side to help push people across the stage. Yeah. Do we usually do this?
Yeah, sure. We can use them.
Okay, we're going to practice. Liz, you may need to play the part of Tara.
So they're there. She's reading there.
Oh, sorry.
We go over here.
Yep, you're all the way over here. Bring the canes over that side. Because they're coming across. Yep, Tara goes over there. Okay, and Ngoni, can you be a student?
Sure.
Oh, we have a couple of students. Do you guys want to practice? Oh my God. John and Anna, go ahead. You can. You lead them. Be the first student. Okay.
If you're going too fast,
Just-
I may say slow down, or I may say put it speed up. Right? So every once in a while, just give me a look around, just
Whoop.
go, slow down.
Just follow. You will lose your mind, and you're just going to follow the leader. Yep. Yes, okay. Okay.
Want me to read a name?
And then once you and Chris are going to make eyes at each other, and he's going to tell you when you're ready to start. You ready?
Oluwayan Mife, Uriah Adenarun.
Okay, put the microphone right in front of your mouth.
Right in front of my mouth? Okay. That's a really difficult name.
You nailed it.
Brianna Adrian. Julia Elizabeth Afsar Kashmiri.
There we go. All right, and we do that for about 238 names. Let's let our other readers get a chance. So you're following along in your reading, and as Sally gets to like her last 7 to 10 names, you're gonna go hover behind her. Yep, and then when she's done, you'll switch.
Okay. Andrew Philip Taru Caslin, Lulu B. Chacon, Patricia Mada Serda, Madeline Cerrone, Ashley Rebecca Chafue, Alan Chen, Kulin Chen.
You feel good?
Kyle Chesler. Okay, and you're gonna signal me? Okay. Okay, sounds good.
Okay. Try not to be a second. Okay. Joseph Michael Fandry. Kobe Ross Feldman. Rebecca Jane Felker. Brunildo Samuel Fisher. Jasmine Lisbeth Florencio.
Great job. Good job, Anna. You've done this before.
Let's with this mic. Patricia Jean Higgins. Samantha Jabor Higgins. Althea Sade Hill. John Nichols Hill. Peter Gardner Hinkle.
All right, and then when he is done, you can, like, Ano, you don't need to go back there. You're gonna stand, wait for the other three, you guys can stand, and then you depart that side. And while that's happening, you guys will be getting up with the first row. And when you see the students over here stand up, that's when you all go up your side of the stage. Okay, so let's practice that now. They're getting up, you're getting up, and you're going up the stage. Right up there. And then we'll do the same thing. You can each practice a few names. Can I have the students back? Anna, John, can you go up this side? Nope, this side, sorry. Yep, you go straight to the podium, and then the rest of you go to the back row. It's okay if you cross in front. And Goni, can you be a student again? Thank you.
Is this a good height? Okay. I just fix it. We just go. Yeah. Mei Ting. Morgan Meissner. Christiana Colby Malucci. Lucy Jean Miola. Erin Alice Todd Marinich. Should I be done for now, or is my pacing okay? You'll make, what will, you'll just, okay. Okay. Got it. All right. Okay. So once they pass that black line, then I call the next one. All right, thank you so much.
Okay. Cameron John Miranda. Imani Selena Mitchell. Rishan Mitra. Nicole Moncada.
Hadley Quinn Rogers, Elena Fitzgerald Rose, Faye Elizabeth Rizal, Gabrielle Rozovsky. Is that okay? Faster? Oh, you want me to slow down a little bit? Okay.
What was that? I'm looking at Dylan. Any ideas? Okay.
Okay. Hideyuki Takagi, Thomas John Tarkis, and Rachel Zhou Lorenzo Battaglia.
Okay. Great. And when you are on your last name and it's clear that the last person has gone, the three of you can stand up. Everybody will be clapping, and you can depart the stage. Okay. And there will be a roar, roar, roar of applause. Okay, and once the applause has died down, Stephen Tepper takes the podium.
Will the graduates please stand? Members of the class of 2026, Anna, June, where are you? Are you standing? You're standing. You're representing your entire class now and on Sunday. You have completed the requirements for a Hamilton degree, although by no means has your education ended. So think critically, engage across difference. Become active citizens. Go forth now, class of 2026. Make this world a better place. I know you will make us proud. I hope you'll come home often. Onward.
Okay. You could. Most people don't, though. Okay, and then Margie, it's you.
Please rise if you are able to join in the singing of Carissima, the words to which are printed in your program. Right. Please remain in your seats until the procession has left the auditorium. Everyone is invited to the picnic on the Dunham Green.
This assembly is adjourned.
All right, before anybody moves, do we want to do a speed round, or are you all feeling pretty good about this?
I'm good.
You feel good? Feel good? Okay. Then you're going to go this way. You're going to lead this side off. So when you see Margie go, you're going to go this way, and then you just follow behind her. Okay. Thank you, Judy. Okay. We have college marshal, platform party. Naomi, you will lead out. You're going to be over here. So when the platform party passes, you're going to follow. Yep. Well, you should have been in the front. It's okay. That is supposed to be Tara McKee, but don't pay attention to that. Yep. And then you guys follow. Naomi is your leader, so you follow her. Okay, you guys wait. Faculty, how are you leading them out? Around, okay. So you should be ready to go. When Margie, can I get some? So when the platform party leaves, I would go ahead and get, yeah, you should get the, so you're going to come and you're basically going to stand at the end of these Hamilton chairs and follow them out. Okay, Mark? When the platform party stands, get your people up and then come right here. All right, Naomi will lead this group out and then you're going to follow out. Okay? And then you guys follow after the faculty. Okay? So Mark and Dee, you're following? Okay? And then you just go. You just go. Yep. And there you have it. All right, I'd like everybody to hang out for just a second. Judy would like to have a word about the security protocols in place. Where are you? Where'd she go? Oh, here she is. She's in white. She looks gorgeous.
Yeah. Yeah, there's something like in the gooseneck part that's cracking.
So what's the resonant frequency of the stage?
It's basically the same as the resonant frequency of the HVAC.
Great.
That's how it works out.